Wu-Tang An American Saga Part 6, episode called Impossible. This was a very interesting episode. You kept seeing this pigeon flying around different scenes, different background scenes of this particular episode. And it was interesting because this going back, it went back in time a little bit to the guy named Jerome that is supposed to be the father of Randy, RZA and Sheree's brother. He talking about he owns some land, some property, and he said they're supposed to be developing some property he has in Ohio or something, and some people coming to him that they're going to give him some money for it, and his RZA's mom like sure, yeah, whatever, yeah, and it goes back into the present because they got to pay the Italians back after what the her sister did by stealing the money from the Italians from the diner where RZA's mom works at, and they trying to get some money because you got Divine trying to sell some cocaine that he got from Dominicans, I believe, and Bobby and which is RZA and Dennis, which is Ghostface. They're trying to sell the weed, um, and they found a different way to. They were selling it to the Wall Street guys, and then they found another uh, situation where they can go to this diner, and but we also see also the character. I won't say really the character, the aspect of Inspector Deck is being introduced in this particular story, who is played by Joey Badass, the rapper. So you got that going on, and everybody's still talking about the track that RZA did with Shotgun, who is Method Man. Everybody in the neighborhood, Killer Hill Projects, are it's a buzz going around, and you got a lot of cats that's on the corner. They trying to freestyle and rap and stuff. And there's a lady that has this her built her little windows right outside near the park area where they at the basketball park where they out there freestyling and rapping or whatever. And she was fussing at them about them making noise and stuff. And the guy that used to be, I guess, the general of the Jamaican, but the Jamaican dude, I don't know if he's still with him or not, but in this particular situation, he was talking about that he had been in the military, um, went to Germany, and how he was treated uh, real good. And Mev's like, why would you leave the jungle, a lion leave the jungle somewhere else, And he's like, that he wanted to go back to that area in Germany, maybe possibly live there again. But like I said, the situation arose where the guys was out there freestyling, rapping, or whatever, making, doing their thing, and an old elderly woman that I guess was part of the civil rights movement. Her husband died, and she was out there yelling at them. They making all the noise, and then the guy that was the general for the Jamaican dude was in the first couple series, part of the first series, first couple episodes, couple 2 or 3 episodes. He is trying to talk to her and saying about the quilt that she made for him, and his mom appreciated it and this, that, and the third. And she said, "You need to go talk to these guys. You can put some sense in their head and whatnot." And later on, some of these guys was rapping again on the corner, right in front of her window, on the basketball court, and she was yelling at them about making a noise that that her generation paved the way for the civil rights movement that allowed them to be able to stand on the corner, this, that, and the third. And somebody got mad and threw a rock at her, so she calls the cops. And you got Dennis, who is Ghostface, and you got Bobby, who's aka RZA. They were trying to sell the weed at this burger other side of town. mostly Caucasian community, and they see a girl and they talk to this girl, and he was saying that she reminded him of Blondie and some other people from the Ramones or something, and different rock groups, and Dennis is like Ghostface, like, what you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. And then the next thing you know, some guys come in the neighborhood saying, what y'all doing over here? That kind of situation. And they get into a physical altercation, and basically RZA goes to the emergency room. He gives Dennis the money to give to his mother. He gives the money to the mother. She gets the money from Dennis, and Dennis is in the house talking to. Then Cerise comes down from upstairs talking to him, like, "Why you being so distant to me? Why you?" And he said, "I don't want you to pity me. I don't want you to, waste your life on me." And she said, "Let me choose what I want to do. Let me do what I need to do." And she kisses him, and then the mom, she's got the money that Dennis gave her. She goes to try to pay the, I guess, play the numbers, and she lost the money. And then Jerome, the ex, goes to hear something about what Bobby, brother Randy, told him they spending time together. He taken her out from school so they could spend time together because he just got out of jail, and he tells them about the situation that happened with the Italians. And how the mom was being upset about it, and everybody was kind of on edge. And so he goes and takes care of the situation with the Italians, and she goes back to the diner, and they look, everything seems to be okay. And he said, "You got to trust me. You got to believe in me. You believe in him." And she said, "Yeah, I believe in you." And then it goes off where the guy that's supposed to be their friend, uh, the cops come there to try to basically because of the noise complaint, they're trying to get the guys off the corner, telling them to line up. And the other guy that's been in the military, I guess he was the ex drug dealer guy. He he's telling them he got it under control. He said, "No, I run this neighborhood. You don't run nothing." And they get into an altercation, and he basically tries to put him in a chokehold. And the chokehold basically kills him. Everybody in the neighborhood sees this guy get killed, and even the woman that called in the complaint, she's kind of looking eerie. And this pigeon keeps flying around through every scene. I was like, wow, this pigeon keeps flying for every scene in the backdrop. And yeah, and because Divine was in the same neighborhood trying to sell this cocaine, and the person he's supposed to sell it to wasn't there. They got arrested or something with their PO or something, and he's trying to get away because he sees the cops and he don't want to see them catch him with it because he's on work release program thing, probation thing. So he drops it off in some kind of room somewhere, security deposit box somewhere in some room in there. And then he's trying to go to his girl. She told him, she couldn't do nothing about it. She didn't want him with that stuff. So he tries to hide, and the cops catch him, and they're patting him down. He didn't have nothing on him. Then they go outside and they see about what happened to the guy getting killed. And everybody's in disarray, and it cuts off for right there. Well, this was an interesting episode. I really enjoyed this episode, and part 7 will be coming out next Wednesday. Well, that's it for this particular one. If you like my videos, y'all, please hit that like icon and subscribe to Moochie Heat 72 on YouTube. As always, everybody, take care of yourself. Peace. I'm out. Have a nice day. Thank you.